Thank you, House Chair. Local Government Week 2022 has come and gone. If you blinked, you might have missed it because it wasn't so much Local Government Week as Local Government 48 Hours. Perhaps this is a reflection of whether this House takes local government seriously or not. It was a lavish affair attended by about 250 representatives from all three spheres of government. It had little to do with oversight, with no oversight visit planned, no case studies, no best practice examples shared by any of the top performing municipalities, but it had a lot to do with a top-down talk shop. So I asked myself, what is the purpose of Local Government Week? What we did hope to get out of it? Considering the substantial expense to the taxpayers of South Africa, I would have hoped that there would have been a clear plan with impactful outcomes and concrete decisions that will make a real difference in the lives of our people. So I did a little bit of research on past local government weeks. 2020 was a virtual talk shop taking place under level 2 of this government's lockdown. The theme there was working together to build coherent oversight plan for capable and financially sound municipalities. How's that going? So I worked through the report of the week, and yes, that week stretched over 4 days, and I found many observations and importantly, quite a lot of recommendations too. An analysis of the recommendations shows that there has been very little effort to follow through on any of them. The recommendations have not informed the work of our select committees since they were adopted. There has been no obvious work on turning these recommendations into reality. I went back a little bit further and looked at the report of the 2018 Local Government Week, also a 4-day affair, but held in person. Again, a raft of recommendations that appear to have died as the House was adjourned on the day that the debate closed. I stretched back to the 2013 Local Government Week, and of course, the same applies. Considering the inputs of this week's discussion, some of which were very interesting and some even important, our Minister of Disasters got a round of applause on Tuesday with her pronouncement that the funding model for local government needs to change and the division of revenue and equitable share formula must be reviewed. The Minister and all of those of us that clapped should go back to previous reports and they will see the same comments made in 2013, in 2018, and again in 2020. But what has changed? Dololo. And why are these issues not being raised in the budget forum where local government is supposed to have a voice? The issue of legacy debt to Eskom and the water boards is another theme that goes back across all of the previous engagements. Honourable members, raise your hands now if your select committee is currently dealing with anything that plans to address this issue. Dololo. But the biggest issue that I'd like to flag, House Chairperson, is the number of municipalities that are currently failed or failing, and the fact that Section 139 is not helping anyone, as we repeatedly heard over the past 2 days. Let's look at the resolutions relating to this fact. The one from 2018 reads as follows, I'm quoting, "There is a need to expedite the Intergovernmental Monitoring Support and Interventions Bill as a matter of urgency to bring about uniformity with regard to norms and standards and the exercise of discretion by provinces in respect of Section 139 of the Constitution." The resolution from 2020 on this topic reads that the Department of Cooperative Government, provincial departments, cooperative governance, and National Treasury and provincial treasuries should establish a clear, consistent, or standardized approach to place municipalities under Section 139 and ensure the process is not used as a political tool. And here we sit, honourable members. No legislation that Section 139.8 demands, that we have demanded consistently over the years since 2013 when this legislation was first announced. We have politically motivated interventions in the Northwest, even Honourable China mentioned them, the similar in the Northern Cape, Limpopo, and others. We had a failed attempt at a political intervention in Tshwane, which had to be overturned by the courts. And now we have the Mfuleni municipality taken out of 139 for reasons of political expediency rather than reasons that benefit the residents. There has been no improvement. There has been no measurement. There have been clear cases of corruption exposed under the nose of the administrator, but they're out of 139. Until we have given Section 139 and Section 154 proper structure, interventions will have no impact. Professor Stetler told us that he believes that local government is over-regulated. Speaker Boyce then disagreed, saying that more oversight powers need to be legislated. I agree with them both. Some aspects of local government are indeed over-regulated, resulting in regulation fatigue. Other areas, such as the oversight powers, and most importantly, the Section 139.8 legislation, need to be legislated. Until we follow through and drive the change that is needed to make local government work, instead of talking about it, dololo. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Ryder.